Trump is on a pardoning spree. I'm pardoning you, I'm pardoning you, I'm pardoning you. You're cool, I'm pardoning you. That's what he's doing. Dinesh D'Souza was just pardoned by President Donald Trump. Dinesh D'Souza, if you don't know, he's a filmmaker, controversial filmmaker. He's made a lot of content. He's also been very critical of the Obama administration. He's made very controversial comments, as I just stated, but he also made some that were not, they may be controversial, but they're spot on, such as his comments about Margaret Sanger being a eugenics founder or champion back in, what was it, early 1900s? You may remember Margaret Sanger's name because she's the founder of Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger believed that undesirable people, poor people, black people should be sterilized, should not be able to reproduce. Those are facts. Well, Dinesh D'Souza, who was, like I stated, unpopular with the Obama officials for obvious reasons, well, he was in jail. Was he actually in jail? Okay, so let's get into it. I don't know if he actually went to jail. He broke campaign finance laws back in 2014. I know he had a lengthy sentence, like 8 months, and then 8 months in jail and 5 years probation. 8 months in a halfway house. 8 months halfway house, 5 years on probation. A whole lot, a lot of crap. The man hanging over your head. Some say that it was motivated by political bias because they didn't like the stuff he was putting out about Obama. Well, Donald Trump pardoned him today. He said that he felt that Dinesh D'Souza was wrongfully pursued by the Obama administration for political purposes. Donald Trump tweeted this. He said, "We'll be giving a full pardon to Dinesh D'Souza today. He was treated very unfairly by our government." He didn't say Obama, but that's who was running the government at the time when Dinesh D'Souza was handed down this sentence or prosecuted. The 57-year-old was sentenced to 5 years of probation, including 8 months living under supervision in a halfway house and a $30,000 fine. D'Souza was a contentious figure who once accused then-President Barack Obama of adopting the cause of an anti-colonialism. And he said he got it from his daddy, his father, his Kenyan father, who he said was a philandering alcoholic and a bunch of other stuff. Now, here's the thing about the pardon. It says here that though past presidents have waited until the end of their term for controversial pardons, Trump has granted clemency to 4 people during his first 16 months. His pardons include former Vice President Dick Cheney's chief of staff, Louis Scooter Libby, who was convicted of perjury and obstruction of justice in the investigation into the leaking identity of a CIA officer and also the former Arizona Sheriff Arpaio, we pardon him, who was convicted of criminal contempt in a case related to his hardline tactics with undocumented immigrants. The president did not use the office of the pardon attorney for the pardons for Arpaio or Libby. So that's not all. And I saw Dinesh was also tweeting about this. Very happy, okay? And he's very happy to be a free man and not be under the boot, so to speak. But Trump's like, I got more to come. So there's been talk that he will also pardon Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, as you know, convicted of lying about getting inside information. You remember when she went to jail for that? Okay. He wants to pardon, erase that from a record. Also, Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. He was sentenced for, I think he was trying to bribe or trying to take money to fill Obama's position, his seat. Because remember, Obama was a state senator. And he was trying to sell the seat. He said, I'll get a seat to whoever pays for it or something. Something to that extent. Well, Trump says that was heavy-handed for them to. Here's Giuliani. Giuliani is Trump's lawyer, right? Giuliani. I call him Giuliani. He's a ghoul. It's an ad hominem, but it just fits perfectly. Martha Stewart never would have gone to jail if she hadn't lied during her testimony, Giuliani said on CNN earlier this month. Lying isn't black and white. That doesn't sound like That sounds like a lie in itself. Lying isn't black and white. Did you get inside information in order to make those buys or purchases or sales with your commodities? Yeah, if you say yes, and no, if you say no and you did, that's a lie. It's kind of black and white. Actually, lies are black and white, Giuliani. That's exactly what lies are. Your reasons for saying something may not be black and white. It may not be very cut and dry why you have to say or whatever, how, but, you know, anyway. Here we go. Trump's pardons have raised questions about whether Trump is issuing pardons to send a message to his political allies and former aides who are under investigation by Mueller. The White House has rejected that premise. They say, no, that's not why he's doing it. He's doing it because he wants to do it. He feels like there's been miscarriages of justice and he wants to ride out for his homies. CNN's chief legal analyst, Jeffrey Toobin, noted that those individuals under investigation, they watch the news too. They can watch and hope and keep fighting that this could be a message to Paul Manafort. This could be a message to Michael Cohen that hang in there and the cavalry will come sooner or later, said Toobin. Trump told reporters Thursday about aboard Air Force One that Stewart was, to a certain extent, harshly and unfairly treated. And she used to be my biggest fan in the world before I became a politician because she voted for Hillary, it says here. Stewart told CNN in 2016 she was going to vote for Hillary. There you go. Trump in his remarks Tuesday spoke extensively about Blagojevich prosecution and lamented that the 14-year sentence he received, which Trump incorrectly referred to as 18 years, on corruption charges. He said 18 years is, I think, really unfair. I'm seriously thinking about not pardoning, so it's not going to be a pardon. It's going to be reduced sentence, a curtailment. But I am seriously thinking of a curtailment of Blagojevich. Blagojevich is a Democrat, by the way, or he was a Democrat. He may become a Republican if Donald Trump pardons him, though, or curtails him. Feel me? We would have to consider. I mean, if a Republican gets you out of jail, and you were put in jail under a Democrat, maybe you might want to change your affiliation. That'd be a better reason than, I think I could get more clicks on YouTube. I think I can get more people, somebody pick up my show. I can get an article done. I might get a retweet. I might get more donations. I might have the #1 show on ABC. What do I think about the pardons? Well, this is one more thing about the pardons, and I'll end it here, guys. I believe that Kim Kardashian got something done when she went to meet with Donald Trump. She went to talk to him about prison reform, and what happens? Well, Dinesh D'Souza gets pardoned, and he's talking about pardoning Martha Stewart. He's talking about curtailment for Blagojevich. And hell, man, damn, Kim, you are good for a lot of things. Hey, not just the sex tapes, not just plastic surgery, and good for stuff. You went and got that prison reform thing going. Actually, though, Kim, we were kind of hoping that you would focus on poor people. Not celebrities in jail, but poor people in jail. You know, you can start with death row. And see, that's what happens when you don't take a subject matter expert with you. Now people are attributing this to Kim Kardashian. I don't think Martha Stewart having it on that record would stop her from doing anything she wants to do. She's a very rich woman. Not saying she hasn't earned it. Not saying she hasn't worked her butt off. What I'm saying is I don't think it would stop her. But Dwayne or Raheem or Jesus or anybody without money, it might hurt them a lot. So those are the people we want to focus on.